Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Glides MTG, and we got more March of the Machine leaks. We got another 30 cards leaked. Let's run through them real quick here on your number one unsponsored channel. At least that's what I like to tell myself when I sleep at night. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to keep the channel alive. As we go, we have first the Marauding Dread Ship. It's got a mouth on it. That's cool. Anyway, so for a red and 2, you get a 4/1 with haste. This is a vehicle, though. When it enters the battlefield, you can incubate 2, and it crews for 2. So if you have 5 mana, you can lay this as a 4/1, flip your creature from incubation, so you can crew it and swing with a 4/1 for 5. Not the best thing in the world. Probably find filler space, to be honest with you, for limited. But other than that, it's probably not going to do a whole lot. All right, moving on. Next, we have no need to linger. We have Tenured Oilcaster, a black and 3 for a 2/4 menace. That's not too bad. It gets +3/+0 as long as the opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. When it attacks or blocks, each player mills a card. 4 mana, 5/4 is pretty good, but you gotta get 8 cards in the graveyard. But late game, it's got menace. It's good. I think this is good filler space for limited. Now we have the Halo Charge Scab. Okay. Blue and 4 for a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, each player mills 2. Then you may put an instant sorcery or battle card from your graveyard on top of your library. Probably not going to see a whole lot of play except for limited. This is a good limited creature. Worst case scenario, you get 5 mana 4/4. You got to mill yourself twice, or your opponent. And to get an instant or sorcery back, I mean, that's pretty ham. Next, we have Protocol Knight, blue and 3 for a 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, you tap target creature the opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Um, if you control another knight. So, it's still fine though. 4 mana 3/4 is fine and limited, and the ability to tap down for a free swing, and the possibility of a stun's even better. But with that said, limited only. Next, we have Knight of the New Coalition, white and 3 for a 2/2 Vigi. Oof. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 knight, a 2/2 white and blue creature knight token. All right, so that's fine. 4 mana for 4 power, but they're both 2/2s. Eh, limited maybe, best. Next, we have Hanger Scrounger. So we have, that looks like me going through my cards. Anyway, we have a red and 2 for a 2/1, backup 1. When this creature becomes tapped, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Not too shabby. For those of you who don't know, backup means you can put the +1/+1 on this creature, so a 3 mana 3/2 is fine. That's pretty good actually for the ability to discard. Or put the +1/+1 counter on a different creature and give it this ability, which is also very good. Especially if you got something you want to bring in that you want to have haste, so you can discard and draw and what have you. Pretty good limited though. Probably about it though. Corrupted Conviction, 1 black. Additional cost to the spell, you sack a creature, draw 2 cards. Um, I mean, it's fine. We've had this in several different things. It's a reprint with a different name for standard, which will probably see a little bit of play and definitely going to be good and sealed. Limited, whatever. Next, we have the War Train Slasher. So red and 3 for a 4/3 with Menace. That's good on its own. When it attacks a battle, double its power till the end of turn. Wow, that's good. Especially with Menace. This is going to be really good and limited to kill battles if you're doing the battle thing. Um, so, yeah, not too shabby. Next, we have the War Historian. That's an interesting look. Green and 2 for a 3/3 reach. That's great card. It's indestructible as long as it attacked a battle this turn. Okay, so free battle swing and creature 3/3 for 3 mana for a 3/3 reach is just fine for limited. So, okay, good filler. Enduring Bond Warden, 1 white for an 0/1, backup 1. When this creature dies, put its counter on target creature you control. This is just bad. I mean, you get a 1/2 basically for 1. I guess it's fine. You can put the counter on something else. Then when it dies, move the counter around. I guess. Probably not gonna see a lot of play. Next, we have the Placid Rottentail. What a name. 1 green for a 1/1 with Vigilance. Okay. 1 green and 2, you can exile it from your graveyard, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature, use only as a sorcery. So this is great filler for green. Something you can lay and block something smaller, just block in general to save some damage. and then make something else bigger later with mana. So yeah, great card for green limited. Kithkin, look at that little fella. Kithkin Billy Rider. White and 2 for a 1/3 with double strike. Yeah, limited at best, and I still have my doubts. Next we have the Converter Beast, green and 3 for an 0/1. When it enters the battlefield, incubate 5. Okay, so basically you got to incubate 2 more mana, so for 6 you get a 5/5 and an 0/1. I mean, sure, I guess. Um, Limited maybe? Ugh, that's gonna be rough. Next we have Gloomfang Mauler. 2 black and 5 for a 5/5 with Swamp Cycling. I like it. And it does have backup too, so you get a 7 mana 7/7 with Menace, or a 5/5 with Menace, and something else gets 2+2+2 count 2+1 counters, and it gets Menace. This seems really good on a top end, but probably not something you'll play a lot of in limited. 1, 2 maybe. I mean, 2's probably pushing it, but next we have the Overgrown Pest. Boy, what a face on that. Green and 2 for a 2/2. Not bad rate. What's it do? Enters the battlefield, look top 5 cards in your library. Reveal a land or double face card from among them. Interesting. Put that card in your hand, the rest on the bottom random orders. This is going to be great and limited. Nothing like searching up lands while attached to a creature. Normally, the thing that would do this is a 1/1 for 3, but that lets you get any card. This is only in the top 5, so that's probably why it's a 2/2 instead, but this is going to be a great limited card. Next, we have the Oculus Whelp. That's something to see. Blue and 3 for a 3/2 flyer. That's a great rate. As long as you control a transform permanent, the Whelp has when the Whelp dies, draw a card. Okay, that's a decent bonus. I mean, worst case scenario, 4 mana 3/2 flyer is just fine for limited. Next, we have the Attentive Skywarden. White and 2 for a 2/2 flyer, already good. And then it says when it deals combat damage to a player or battle, transform up to 1 target incubated token you control. Woo, that's good. You play this like a white-blue or a white-green incubate deck or something like that, and just start flipping tokens for free. Yeah, this is going to be good limited. Next, we have the Ichor Drinker. So 1 black for a 1/1 lifelinker. Okay. Exile it from your graveyard, incubate 2. Probably good filler space. Just say that much. Next, we have a Thunderhead Squadron, a blue and 5 for a 3/4 flyer. Pretty good. Plus, it does convoke. And since it's a 1/5, you can use any creatures to convoke this, so you don't have to worry about being heavy blue. That's real cool. So this may see a lot of play in limited for just the simple fact that convoking in limited is just good in general. Next, we have Shatter the Source, a red and 5 convoker. You get to choose one. Shatter the Source deals 6 damage to creature, planeswalker, or battle, or destroy an artifact. This is going to be really premium removal. Got 6 mana, it does amazing things. The fact that you can make it anywhere from a total of 5 to 4 or even 3 mana is even better. So probably a decent removal spell. Next we have Seed of Hope. Oh, look at that. He's burying Ren. Anyway, 1 green instant mill 2 cards. You may put a permanent card from among the milled cards into your hand, gain 2 life. I don't like this. I mean, if you want stuff in your graveyard, then fine, but the chance of hitting a permanent card in the top 2, I mean, it's probably at best 50-50. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, Completed Huntmaster, black and 2 for a 2/3. For 1 and tapping it, you can sacrifice another creature or artifact to incubate 3. This is pretty cool. It's not a sorcery, so you can stack your creatures out from underneath removal or whatever to get more creatures. Probably going to be just fine card for limited. Next we have the Stormclaw Rager, red, black, and 1 for a 2/2. Not bad. 1, sacrifice another creature or artifact, put +1/+1 counter on the Rager, and draw a card. Only activates a sorcery. So the sorcery is really going to hold this card back. But its ability to sack something and and make this bigger plus draw is going to make this a very good card in limited. Heck, this might be good enough for standard, depending on what else we got. I mean, for example, I mean if the anvil is still playable, I mean think about it. You just put the anvil in play, then just use this to make +1/+1 counters and get your 1/1s back instead of tapping them away to the anvil. Like ham. Next we have the Progenitor Exarch. That's a really cool picture. You notice a cat. But anyway, white and two X's. Okay, and it's a 1/2. When it enters the battlefield, incubate 3 X times. Wow. So you can get a 1/2 for 1, and that's it. It also has the ability to transform target incubate token you control. This is really good. You can lay this for 3 and get a 1/2 and a 3/3. That's 4/5 for 3. If you pay 5, you get 7/8 for 5. This is just going to be so busted in limited. It's insane. Heck, this might make the white weenie decks look good. Because on the off chance, I mean, a 1/2 is fine. On the off chance you draw a bunch of land and you have, 6 land on the battlefield and you draw this, you literally can make dudes. So yeah, I like this card a lot. Next we have Meeting of the Minds. That's what happens with me and my friends every time we go out drinking. Anyway, blue and 3 instant, draw 2 cards. It's kind of expensive, but since it has Convoke, it could very easily, in a stalemate, be a 1 blue draw card in limited. So this is going to see a lot of play, I think. Next we have Ral's Reinforcements. Hey, look at that. There's a little Ral boy. Red and 1 sorcery. Create 2 1/1 blue and red Elemental creature tokens. Flying for limited. Rampaging Geoderm. Green, red, and 2 for a 3/3 with Trample Haste. That's really good. When you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+1 to end a turn. If it's attacking a battle, put a counter on it instead. This is amazing. Gonna be great in limited. Probably might see some standard play in a green-red battle deck, just because playing it for 4 and then swinging it to the battle to make it a 4/4 is nuts. Not to mention, you play it for 4 and you swing at the opponent, it's still a 4/4 temporarily, but temporarily don't matter because every time it swings, it's a 4/4. So it's a 4 mana 4/4, except when it's on defense, which makes it easier to kill when it's not swinging and what have you. But this is just a good card. I like it. Next we have Marshal of Zafir. So blue-white for a 2/2. Other knights you control get +1/+1. Blue-white, tap another target creature. This thing is the bomb in limited. If you're playing a Knights deck with white and blue, wow, is this going to be good. This is probably going to see a blue-white splash version of, or splash blue version for mono white and standard, or just go with the regular white-blue version they currently have and just add this to it and go more on the Knight route, because tap another creature is amazing. Plus, it's a Lord. I mean, come on, man. Anyway, next we have Invasion of Amonkhet. Here we go. All right, black, blue, and 1 for a 4 battle. When it enters the battlefield, each player mills 3 cards, and then each opponent discards a card, and you draw a card. That's not bad for 3. Manage to kill it, you get a 4/4 that says, Lazotep Convert. You may have Lazotep Convert enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature card in the graveyard, except it's 4/4 black zombie in addition to other types. This seems really good for limited. They kill your bomb, fine. Amonkhet Invasion. Flip this thing over, make it whatever that thing is, but it's a 4/4. This seems really good, definitely for Commander. Like, tons of shenanigans. Because it says copy any creature card in a graveyard. Like, not just yours. We're talking anywhere. Next we have Scornblade Berserker. 1 black for an 0/1, backup 1. For 1, sacrifice this creature, draw a card. This is something special. This easily puts a +1/+1 counter on something else for 1. And then for another 1, you can sack it to draw a card. Since it's an 0/1, you don't need it for anything else. Worst case scenario, you make a 1/2 with this in the first turn and then sack it later, draw a card, who cares? This is amazing and limited. Going to be probably pretty good in standard too. To be fair, this seems like a pretty good card. Wow, does this seem good. Alright. So, anyway, guys, that's all 30 of the leaks today. Spoilers, leaks, whatever. With that said, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, now's the time. Don't forget, you want to do more to help support the channel. Check out the links in the description. Until next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table.